It's time now for Flashback, a recap of stories that made headlines during the week. We begin on Monday, where the President, Bola Tinubu, tasked the Nigerian Armed Forces to increase the tempo in the fight against terrorists and bandits and to create a safe environment for citizens. The President said this at the 2023 Chief of Staff, Army Staff Annual Conference in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital.
Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference under the leadership of Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja. Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu is a special guest of honor. This conference serves as a platform for the military to chart a way forward on how best to improve their operational strategy for effective service delivery. To start with, President Tinubu restates his administration's commitment in ensuring a peaceful nation for his citizens. But he wants the army to be more proactive in the fight against criminal elements.
For too many years, Nigeria has faced dangerous, shadowy enemies whose sole aim is to overturn our democratic and peaceful way of life. Despite their efforts, we hold dear to the vision of a nation stronger yet more just, prosperous yet. The task before you is compelling.
The Chief of Army Staff and the Minister of Defense both promised to end the prevailing insecurity in the parts of the country.
We will continue strengthening our operational capabilities, enhancing intelligence gathering, fostering interagency cooperation, and prioritizing the welfare of our personnel.
We will end insecurity in the nearest future.
Accessibility is key to winning the war against terrorists, insurgency in our region because of the vastness of the area and the remoteness of our communities.
And 27 out of 32 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly on Monday defected from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress. The lawmakers formalized their defection during a plenary at the House of Assembly complex in Port Harcourt.
Reconciliation between the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, and the minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, may have been dashed with the defection of these lawmakers. Their decision to leave the PDP indicates that lawmakers may still be on course with plots to impeach the governor. Via letters written individually by the lawmakers, they officially declared for the APC during plenary at the House of Assembly complex in Port Harcourt. They cited leadership tussle in the PDP as one of the reasons for their defection.
I write to bring to your attention my decision to leave the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This decision to leave the PDP is necessitated by the division in the People's Democratic Party, of which I was elected to this House. In particular, the tussle around who the National Secretary of the PDP is has now sharply divided the party.
During the plenary, the lawmakers accused the governor of shielding the suspects in the burning of the assembly complex and withholding of funds for the running of the legislature.
You cannot be a chief security officer of a state and the hallowed chamber of the Rivers State House of Assembly, where you, as a sitting governor, will present all the requests that you need to function, is attacked.
The lawmakers threatened to decline future requests by the governor for approval of funds pending his compliance with their resolutions.
And on Tuesday, Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State began plans for his medical leave abroad. His deputy, Lucky Ayedatiwa, will be assuming the role of the acting governor. The governor said he will prioritize his health and ensure a full recovery before returning to resume official duties.
It is not the first time that Governor Akeredolu will be away from his desk on medical leave. In the last 2 years, he has been away on 5 occasions. The first was in April 2021, and the most recent was in July, which saw him return from Germany on the 7th of September, barely able to strike a balance between fulfilling his constitutional duty and looking after his health His prolonged stay in Ibadan to recuperate sparked yet another crisis, which resulted in mediation at the highest level to stave off a full-blown crisis.
We are alarmed by the failure of the Edo State House of Assembly to activate the necessary or the relevant constitutional provision to appoint the Deputy Governor as acting governor.
Have a constitutional problem. Normally, once the governor is out of office, the next person is the deputy governor to take over.
3 months in Ibadan now, another medical vacation is being planned. A formal letter is expected to be sent to the House of Assembly stating its notice of transfer of power in line with constitutional provisions and must be transmitted. What this means is that the Deputy Governor, Lucky Ayedatiwa, will assume the responsibilities of Governor of Ondo State in acting capacity. Lawyers are already reacting.
A formal conferment of authority from the governor or from the House of Assembly. It's not just only from the governor or from the House of Assembly.
This new development is coming after months of political impasse regarding governance, which also raised concerns of his signature being forged.
On Wednesday, also saw the demolition of River State House of Assembly complex in Port Harcourt, which the state government later took responsibility. The state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, also presented 2024 budget to the lawmakers loyal to him at the plenary session being held at another venue as the assembly complex is being demolished. Apologies for that, but to quickly move on to our next story. Here in River State, it was in the news again on Thursday, and this time was the resignation of the Commissioner for Works, George Kelly Alabo, with immediate effect. In a letter dated December 14th and addressed to the governor, Siminalayi Fubara, Mr. Alabo said he resigned based on his philosophy and principles. His resignation came few hours after the Attorney General and the Commissioner for Justice in the state also tendered his resignation letter. Both commissioners who resigned are loyalists of the former governor and current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. And the National Assembly on Thursday threatened to invoke the provisions of the law against the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Heineken Lukobiri, and Ekperikpe Ekpo for the Ministers of State over their continued absence to defend their 2024 budget estimates. The Joint Committee of the House and Senate on Petroleum Upstream and Gas turned back the Permanent Secretary and insists on the minister's appearance on Monday.